Good afternoon. It's Sunday the 26th of October. The clocks have gone back. It's approaching 4 o'clock today. Now anyway. But the dogs think it's approaching 5 o'clock. So they've been sat with their legs crossed, anxiously waiting to get out for a tiddle. And here we are. And as soon as we get out, I can start to feel the rain again. It's not landing on my camera, but I can feel it on my head. We're racing towards winter now. Summer is but a distant memory. Go, go, go. Come on. Go on, Sandy. Go on. Come on, Skye. Come for a swim. Good girl. Oh, your paws can touch the floor again. Not as deep as yesterday. Come on. It's normally Sandy that's out in front. Won't be long until she catches up. As I say, she does. So we have a bank holiday weekend. So everybody gets to enjoy the extra hour in bed in the morning. And everyone's got a day to adjust to the dark nights, including these pair. Who were banging around this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, thinking it was 5 AM again. They know when it's their time. Hopefully after tonight they'll know differently. But we shall see. Sandy thinks she's going into the woods. She's not. She's coming straight back. Sooner or later she is anyway. I have said too often that the field is deserted, only to suddenly have a whole tribe of people coming in with dogs, runners, walkers, pests. So we shall see what we shall see. But for the moment it's looking good. Maybe the weather's put people off. We're supposed to be getting rain. We haven't had any yet. I just felt a few bits on my hands earlier, but that seems to have abated. Milo was out with his mummy. We've got a roaring fire going. I think now we've started lighting the fire, as well as having the radiators on. There's no going back. Unless we have a day of 17 or 18 degrees Celsius. That's not going to happen. That probably sounds like winter to a few people, but to us that's middle of summer temperatures. Yesterday the country went to the polls for a new president, and we've got an absolute monster of a president now, a communist. It's a good job she doesn't have any real power. Otherwise we'd all be fleeing the country. But in another 4 years we could end up with a dodgy government. Not that this government's not dodgy. We've got a left-wing government at the moment. Well, we've had a left-wing government for a long while, to be honest. But the president is absolute far left, hard left. And those that proposed her and got her through onto the ballot are also from the far left. And they conspired to make sure they only had one candidate for all the different groupings, and she got in because there was nobody to the right of centre. Everybody's centre left or hard left, so we had no one to vote for. Hence 300,000 ballots were spoiled, either by deliberately defacing the ballot paper or voting for a candidate that wasn't actually up for election because he'd already withdrawn. And on an electorate of only 3.5 million, of which only 40% of those bothered to vote anyway, 300,000 is a substantial amount. I wonder if the government will recognise their skullduggery didn't pay off. It had the kind of ballot paper that would have made Putin blush. Plane taking off into the dark, cloudy skies. That's what you can hear. There's still a lot of sniffing going on. What have you found? I think the answer, as usual, is nothing. Well, we're into the second and third fields and still no one around. Just the wind. So there's plenty of leaves blowing as they become ever more bare. Madam is having a roly-poly again. Gradually working out how to get out of it when she catches herself. Sandy's out in one direction, forward. Skye still looks a bit damp from her dip in the river, which is drying out nicely in the wind. Maybe next summer we'll take them to the beach and see if they like the sea. It's only about 20 minutes, half an hour away max. I wouldn't imagine that Skye will be very impressed. Scotties tend to be nervous Nellies at the best of times. And the Atlantic has some pretty big crashing waves. Very good for surfers. Oh, somebody come in. Have they got a dog? I can't tell yet. We were safe, there was no dog. I think it was an old lady. I think they're close enough to see. And they usually come in with a dog. Sandy doesn't care whether she's got a dog or not. She shouldn't be in her field. So she's barking at her. Not bad, we've nearly circumvented 3 fields. I've only seen one person. And now I do see an old lady with a dog. This is one that I know. So we will turn around and go back. Come on this way. Come on. Because she's a nice lady, got a nice dog. And she doesn't deserve to meet these 2 cranks. Come on. Come on. So the 4th field is completely empty. Just 2 little terriers and myself. And they're in no rush. Every blade of grass has to be examined. Meanwhile, I suspect Miss Crank wants to get home and have her treats. And we've got a loud exhaust. You can hear it popping. It's annoyed Skye. She doesn't like motor vehicles. She doesn't even like electric ones. She doesn't like cars that are parked. So I don't think it's a matter of what engine. But you can hear it from miles away. So I suspect it's got a modified exhaust pipe. That's a view into the adjacent farmland. Say farmland, you get the odd cow in there, but mostly it's horses. I was only showing it to you because somebody asked me to show some of the scenery. So there you go. Not exciting, it's just green long grass. A few bushes and thistles and thorns. And that's about it. Shadow and Collie used to go in there sometimes, but they always came back, and we always knew they'd come back, so I didn't really mind. Totally different ball game for these two. You wouldn't know what they'd find and keep occupied, and you wouldn't be sure they'd find the way back. You'd have to go climbing over all the thistles and thorns and brambles and barbed wire to go and retrieve them. And I'm too old for that malarkey now. You can see where the foxes go anyway. They just run in and out of the hedgerows. I think this is actually the best day ever when it comes to people and dogs in the field. I haven't had a barney than anybody. Just an exhaust pipe, and that wasn't even in the same postcode, judging by the sound of it. I somehow don't think Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow will be the same, unless we get some amount of rain. It actually genuinely does feel late. The hour does make a huge difference at this time of the day. They're just minding their own business, doing what they want to do, sniff away. They are bothering nobody, and they're not bothering anybody back. I haven't seen any rabbits either all day. Didn't see any this morning. Haven't seen any now. There's normally a few pottering around when it starts to get dark. Come on, Skye. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, Skye. Skye. Oh, she wants to examine everything. I don't know what the camera is going to be like in this light, so it's going to get fairly dim by the time we get back, so we'll wrap up. We'll wrap up now and say thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get out a bit earlier tomorrow if it's going to be this dark. So we'll say goodbye.